Hello everybody, welcome on in. I am Orion. Today we are checking out the playtest for Deadzone Rogue 2. Yes, you heard that right. Deadzone Rogue 2, the sequel to Deadzone Rogue 1 that just came out into 1.0 not too long ago. I definitely know there's a little bit of controversy behind that, and I don't know how I feel about it. It seems like it's kind of like a little bit of a gray area, but let's get into the game and we'll kind of talk about that as we're playing. So this is a first-person action roguelike shooter game where we're going to get gear as we play. The gear is not persistent through the game, once you die, you have to restart with that. There is going to be some meta progression that you're going to be able to upgrade your health, upgrade your damage, stuff like that. We're going to get weapons that we're going to get each run. We're going to be able to upgrade those. So a lot of fun stuff here. But yeah, this game, Deadzone Rogue 1, just released not too long ago. It was in early access for a little bit. It came out. It was a pretty solid, complete game. But the fact that basically as soon as that game dropped, like really maybe too quickly, they announced that Deadzone Rogue 2 was coming out. Okay, so we get to pick different upgrades here. We could go with this one. So this one has reload. You can do perfect reloads now. This one we can move faster while aiming, and then weak points are easier to hit. Let's do this one. So in this game, you can get these different perks that we're gonna get. So you can get different augments, different perks that you're going to be able to do. It looks like attribute stuff is going to be coming soon. And then you have all these different gear that you're going to get, and it's going to, you're going to power up your character as you're running around. So let's kind of look around and see here if there's any. These are all weapons. I want to see if there's any actual gear pieces here that we can pick up. I wonder if I can fit through there. No, I can't. Those are all guns anyway, so we're just going to stick with what we have for right now, and we'll try to see if we can get some actual gear here. So when you run into a zone, you start off in stealth mode. So you can kind of sort of plan your attack for a little bit to see what you want to do. Maybe you want to wait for a patrol to sort of clear out the area. Or maybe see, like, I can kind of sneak up maybe behind this guy and try to get the kill. You can do a lot of different things with this, so it's pretty cool. You definitely get to sort of plan your attack a little bit here. There's a lot of patrols going around. We don't need to take this too serious right now, though, because this is relatively low level right now. We do have different abilities. So right now we have a shield. We can grant ourselves shielding. I am playing with a controller too. I prefer to play these games with controller, but you can play with mouse and keyboard too. But I think this game does work pretty well. Okay, see, so now we get a piece of gear here. Level bonus, damage reduction, and then we get some extra armor here. But yeah, so 1.0 for Rogue 1 came out not too long ago, and then they basically just announced, let's see, it's going to be hard to talk about that in play. Health orbs restore shields, damage from your first bullet. Let's do this one. But yeah, 1.0 came out. It was a content complete game. So, you can't really come out and say like, oh man, they abandoned it, because they didn't. It was a content complete game. They put out all the features. It came out to 1.0. And, there's plenty of features in that game too. Like it was not like that game was lacking in content. But I think what a lot of people have issues with is, pretty much as soon as they released it, the game, in a way, got abandoned. Like there's not going to be any updates for that game. You're not going to get any new content for that game. You're not going to get any new DLC. They basically just said, okay, we're done, and here's 2 is on the way. So it's a gray area, right? Like that feels like a gray area. What weapon do we have right now? We have cold. I know we can change it, but let's see. Okay, so these are our perks. So for right now, let's go with the max health. So with the perks here, you basically get 3 perks, and they have branching paths that you can sort of level up as we move along and play here. And then we'll be able to get different things, as you saw, maybe fire damage. There's companions. There's a lot of different ways that you can build your characters on these runs. So that's sort of like where all the roguelike features come in. Here we're going to get a superior item. So these are going to be, sort of game-changing, very powerful items. 2.5 damage for 5 seconds after reloading each bullet that was reloaded. 30% damage and 15% movement speed after exiting stealth. Okay. 100% damage while aiming if you have not fired for 1 second. That's an interesting one too. So that one you kind of need to hold your fire. Let's do this one. And then here we can upgrade our stuff. You can upgrade your gear. We still do need to get a primary. Do I like this one? I'm gonna buy this one. So now we have a primary weapon. You can re-roll. So if you don't like the stats on it, you can re-roll those. You can level them up. You can upgrade the quality. So, you know, if you're going to be able to get rares, uncommons, all that kind of good stuff. So we'll stick with this for now. You have checkpoints here, so you can quit if you'd like. But I didn't play enough Deadzone Rogue 1 to really, I guess to really, I don't know. I probably played it for like 4 hours. But I've played this for maybe about an hour, and honestly, I don't really see too much of a difference. So I think a lot of the complaints people might have while playing this is they could have just put this in, like, why couldn't they just put this new content in Rogue Core 1? And I don't know. I don't have an answer for that. I don't know why they couldn't do it. I'm sure, you know, everything looks a little bit more spiffier. The graphics look nice. They're probably doing this on a new engine. I'm sure there's maybe some mechanics and stuff that they couldn't have put into Rogue Core, or do I keep calling it Rogue Core? Deadzone Rogue 1. Okay, so let's do elemental fire rate for 4 seconds after using ability. Let's do that one. So I'm not sure. I'm really not sure what the reason is why they couldn't have put this stuff in, because the game is it's almost identical. You know, you play through these zones, you go into stealth, you get gear, even some of the same, you know, perk systems, pretty much identical. there's a lot of identical features here. And again, I don't have enough knowledge on Rogue 1 to be able to be like, yeah, they could have done all that, or no, they had to do a new game. So bigger fans of the game you guys will have to chime in. So you guys let me know, is it like a really major upgrade from the first one? Because from what I've played so far, it doesn't really seem like it, but let's do the extra ability charge, especially since we got that item where if we get what is that?
It's holding on to something.
Oh, hold on. I gotta try to get this guy. He's different. Hold on. No, don't go away. Don't go away. I gotta try to get this guy. No, stay here. No! Oh, I should have planned that better. Oh, that threw me off. That messed me up. That messed up my game. I got so caught on trying to kill that guy that I took probably a lot more damage than I needed to. Okay, let's get rid of these turrets. Dang it. I should have did that better. Because you know you can stealth, so I should have got up closer to it and tried to make sure I killed that, because I don't know what that was. That was my first time seeing that. I assume it sounded like he was a gold bug, so maybe he just dropped a lot of gold. I'm not really sure. So yeah, if you played a lot of Deadzone Rogue 1, you let me know. Okay, lightning damage, melee damage, magnetic damage. Magnetic damage applies magnetize, replenishing 10% weapon ammo for you and your teammates when the affected enemy is slain. Okay, so is that a type of, that must be a type of damage on here on like one of these types of weapons? Is that? Because magnetism, I think, is a new one. All right, let's get our superior item. Primary weapon procs your secondary. Okay. 20% proc chance against targets below health. Your first week. Okay, let's do the proc chance. Okay, then we can, let's see. I think we'll re-roll this. Okay, so that's just, so now this one doesn't even have a, see, I think that's new too. I don't think this one even has a, or what, like, what is Vice? Can I see what some of these stats are? Okay, so now it's fire. Oh, that's the okay. I guess we'll do a level up there. Let's buy. Let's see, swarm. I wish I could see what these. Is there a way for me to see what these are? The swarm sounds kind of cool. Yeah, let's do that. I'm gonna switch over to swarm, and I want to see what that does. All right, so these guys have a shield. I saw the shield. So these guys have a shield guy that follows them around, and anybody in it is shielded. So you have to destroy that first. Wait, is that mine? Oh, that's my swarm. Okay, cool. This game is co-op too. You know, if you have friends to play with, this game is full co-op. I'm not sure exactly how many players. Probably about 3. It seems like when we kill a guy, you know, it seems every once in a while when you kill a guy, rocks a swarm. Okay, so that's a primary. I like our primary now. I think we'll keep this. 30% damage if you do not hit a weak point. More shields. Let's go with more shields. Just it felt like something just shot me right there. Another shield guy. Wait a second. What is this, like a double shield? Oh no. Okay. So I think that's a mine. Okay, so we don't trigger everything either. I wasn't sure if you would trigger the fight, but it looks like there is sort of an aggro system. Okay, that's cool. Uh-oh, okay, so this is going to be an issue right here. These guys are going to be shielded. See if this guy gets out of his shield. He does. Okay, this guy does not. Oh yeah, there's our swarm. Sweet. That's a cool ability. See, that one, I'm pretty sure that one's a new one too. But then again, the question is, could they have just added this? Could they have just added swarm to the 1.0? Either way, though, I mean, this is a good game. I liked what I played of Deadzone Rogue One. I really like what I played of this. Okay, let's get extra armor after taking health damage. You know, I have no qualms with like what I've played here. Okay, so now these units you have to melee. So if you try to shoot those guys, you can't. Let's come over here and I'm gonna melee this dude. We'll kill those guys. Oh, it doesn't kill him though. Probably because I don't have a good melee weapon. Should get a new one. Doesn't seem like a lot of gears dropping for us. Okay, what is this? A weapon. We'll pass on that one. There are environmental hazards, so these are like environmental hazards that'll blow up. It's like, where's the thing at? Okay, so here's another perk. Weapon damage. Oh, okay, these ones are cool too. There's a lot of new perks in this, that's for sure. So weapon damage, killing an enemy with a weapon increases the damage of your other weapons. Okay, so that means we need to swap weapons, which I don't really do a lot of, but it also does give us just straight up 25% weapon damage. Then this one gives us a skirmish sentinel. The skirmish sentinel is a mid-range fighter that can boost the fire rate of nearby allies. And then this one, after reloading, a portion of the first rounds of your magazine become hot rounds. Hot rounds deal 100% damage. That's pretty cool. Let's do the summon though. I always like having the summon units. There's a bunch of different sentinels in this game. There's sort of sniper ones. There's ones that can taunt. Okay, so this is a boss fight. This is gonna be our first boss fight here.
This is the creepiest one I've seen so far.
All right, so we'll kind of probably just sort of hang out over here. Let's kill one of these turrets and then we'll focus on the boss. I think if we just kind of rail into him, you know, we might be able to just kill him. Kind of use the cover and we should be fine. And our bot does distract them a little bit, it appears. Wouldn't call it a taunt, but they do act as sort of a deep. Oh, he's so close to being dead. I guess I could switch my weapons. I should probably do that when I'm reloading sometimes. There we go. That was good. Swarms are pretty cool. These things. I don't know what these things do. I don't even think they do anything. I think they're maybe just there for looks. Okay, what blue item dropped over here? Man, we have not been getting really any gear pieces, huh? Okay, still like this one. We can always upgrade it too. Okay. Oh, so here we go. Here's a sniper. So now we get a sniper sentinel. So now we'll have two. Now we got two little pets to follow us around.
Okay. Quick breather.
Here we get a vendor where we can actually buy an item if we'd like. Restore 1 bullet. Melee strikes, increase melee swing, damage to flying enemies. Or 2% proc chance for each bullet missing. Let's do this one. And then, okay, so now we can upgrade the quality of this. Let's do that. I should probably buy a new... I can't afford a new melee. Dang. I'm still stuck here on my... pretty much my level 1 melee.
The bouncer lets me in this time.
So this game has, I think you have to do 30 stages. I think you have to do 30 floors. Yeah. So you can see at the bottom of the map, 10 of 30. The furthest I've made it so far is about 18-ish. This guy's just, that's ominous. He's just hanging out right there waiting for me. Oh, great, the spiders. And another shield. Okay, what are we gonna do here? See, can we pick things up? So we could do that. Oh shit. Oh shit, I should have paid better attention to that guy. This isn't good. Get him, swarm. Oh, I love my bots, man. They're doing such good work right here. Okay, that went pretty well. That for screwing that up, you know, that actually ended up being a relatively decent outcome. Okay, here we go. Here's a new weapon. So now we get an axe. Melee damage, crit chance. Let's do the crit chance. Okay, so what exactly does this thing do? Releases a surge of energy that damages enemies. Oh, in a forward-facing cone, then blocks all incoming damage. Okay, so it does block damage, so it does shield, but it also does damage. I didn't realize it did damage too.
I need to try something else.
Swarms. The swarms keep scaring me a little bit here. I didn't even have a helmet, I don't think. All my all my allies scare me. My nanos scare me, my bots scare me. Everything's scaring me. I just keep hearing these sounds all around me. Okay, proc chance. So 20% proc chance for 1 second after you proc an element. Explosion radius, movement speed after dashing.
All right, you bastards. Let's dance.
Really?
So these guys, like this thing right here, they can make units. So you need to, I think, try to eliminate those guys a little bit quicker. Yeah, these guys up here. See, he was making units from his little machine down there. All right, sector cleared. Go check our gear. Okay, so that's a sidearm. We'll take the sidearm. I'm still gonna stick with my main weapon. Yeah, see, we didn't even have boots that whole time either. No, we'll keep what we have because we actually have a good one because we have companion damage on our other piece of gear. Right now for our gear, we have max health, companion damage, max health, companion damage. Did I just get super lucky? I wonder if the game drops the gear based on sort of what you have. Okay, so now we can upgrade our Sniper Sentinel. The Sniper Sentinel stun shot has a stun duration increased by 2 seconds and its cooldown reduced. We can do more max health. Let's do more. No, yeah, let's do more max health. And healing from the visualizer.
City destroyer is getting closer.
Don't worry, I got it.
Okay, primary weapon procs your second. Gain 3 charges. You consume 1 charge and heal 10 health upon taking damage. All charges are restored 15 seconds after your last charge is consumed. Oh, that's interesting. 10% chance to refund damaging shots. 5% damage per bullet refund at resetting. Okay. That's actually kind of a good one too. Reset upon reload or weapon swap. Let's do that one. Okay, then we can upgrade this. Do a couple upgrades. Upgrade that damage. Let's do a cool. I guess it's probably more affordable to just do a quality up upgrade then, huh? Let's see. I just want to kind of see that. I guess they're different type of weapons, but so that does the same. I think. Okay, I think maybe it just added. Did it just add an extra stat? It didn't actually increase the damage to it though. Okay, let's do quality up for that. Level this up a little bit. Okay, we'll go with that. Oh, we have our gear too. Doesn't look like we can do anything with those though. Oh, I can actually everything. Okay. I should probably do this more often too. Oh. I guess we don't throw it very far though. I bet you there's a update or there's probably, I bet, an upgrade to maybe throw things further. There was a upgrade to make those barrels do more damage. The ability cooldown. Okay, so is that a healer? Oh my goodness. No, you can't hit me here. Woo! On the danger zone. No, don't die. I definitely got myself stuck there. That was not a good situation. Okay. We're bad at this game. Okay, we'll do that. That's an upgrade. I'm gonna need to hit a heal. All right, melee reloads your weapon. 10% damage to enemies for each elemental debuff. So we'll do that one.
Looks more like a sports arena to me.
Wish you could execute. Oh, okay. What are you? Those are some alien looking things. Oh, that's what those things are. They spawn units? Oh, I didn't know that. It was like they looked like something, so I felt like they had to be something, you know? Whoa, 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 whoa. Okay, where's this? Look at these things. Those are like out of that movie World War of the Worlds. Just a little bit smaller. Just as long as we take cover, we're fine. Ooh. Okay. Okay, game. Couple pieces of purple gear. A new hammer. There's something else. Blue piece of gear over here. Gravity boots. That is an upgrade, but let's stick with what we have because it's better for our build right now. Magnetism, max health. When falling below 35% health, gain barrier. Vitalizer restores 20% more, and its heal duration is lowered. Do this one.
Don't get sloppy now, 10. Stay focused.
Right.
Okay, we can do heals. I'm gonna come here and do a heal before we spend our money. Let's heal up all the way. I wish it would tell you what the upgrade was gonna do too. You know, how much damage. That would be kind of convenient. You know, 45 to 50 damage, whatever. See, it's only 48. That wouldn't be too bad of a thing to know. Okay, let's upgrade. Let's upgrade this one. This one. Guess we could do that one too. Oh God, look at this thing. Oh God, look at these guys. Yeah. All right. Let's come over here, kill this guy. See, like stealth kills, man. If you could just stealth kill this guy right here. Oh, was that wasn't a, no, that wasn't a, it kind of looked like it was, but it wasn't. Dang, those guys are all going to be shielded. Oh, you stepped out of your shield, dummy. Dang. Okay, we got to go get that shield. What is this thing? Wait, what does that guy do? Does he levitate them? He's slamming them. That's interesting. Just a sidearm upgrade. Okay, that we can do that one. Same ability. There's a big boy over here. Okay, scrap dropped. 80% damage while hip firing for every 4 consecutive hits on the same target. +1 jump. Okay, let's do that. Now we can jump and get an air dash. Oh, shit. Okay, let's come down this way. I wish that would just explode. Boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Get back to safety. Oh no, get out of here. So what does that thing do? It puts like, when it dies, it puts up those traps or something? God, we're so close. Come on. Just need to get in a good spot. I don't have a lot of health left though. Shit. Shit. No, get out of this. No, there was only one guy left. Oh man. I got blasted right in the shoulder. Right in the shoulder, right as I was about to turn that corner. Oh man, this game's good. Very chaotic though. I definitely need to get better, and I think this game would be, obviously this game would be a blast with co-op. That would be a lot of fun. Okay, let's check out what the game has to offer here. Not now. We'll look at the upgrades and stuff later. But it does look like there's different classes in this game. So you can start off with, you know, a couple different things. Like you can start off, it looks like it mainly, I wonder if it just like kind of determines what you start off with. You know, okay, so this does have the stat bonus of 10. So this was the one, who were we playing as? Throw a grenade that explodes, releases a surge of energy. Oh yeah, we were playing as this one. So we were playing as the Titan. So we get that damage resistance. But then you can play as this, a slow moving taunting disc, and then you get extra movement speed. And then this one is throw a grenade that explodes on impact, and your bonus is a straight up just grenade. And then there's some plant over here, which I don't know what it does. There's eventually going to be a bunch of different mission types here. So right now you can see we only have homecoming. If this is all the amount of stuff they're planning on putting into this game, that does feel like a good amount. Because, you know, if this is 30 stages, if these are all 30 stages that you have to move through, that does seem like a good amount. And, you know, there's a bunch of question mark ones. So if they keep adding, I don't know. I don't know what all these question marks are going to turn into, but that could end up being a ton of content here. If, you know, homecoming right here is, if that's 30 floors worth of missions. And then we come over here and then we have our upgrades. So let's see. We have some points here. We did unlock one of these. So we can put these different nodes on here. So if we look at our imprint codex, you can see all the different types of upgrades there's going to be here. So like different health orb healing. Maybe this is drop rate. You're probably shield recharges, juke growth, whatever all these are going to be. Healer, buffer, armor rating. Then you get offensive abilities. So right now I have gun damage. There's going to be a bunch of different utilities like sprint speed. So you're going to get these as you play the game. And then I have this one right here, which I do like. This one gives us health and weapon damage. So you can equip these to sort of make a build. So right now we could do max shields. And then as we level up our character, you can see that we'll unlock more and more nodes. And then you can level these up. So with this one, we can do, so like this one we could level this up, and now we get a little bit more max shields. I like this one though, because this one's health and weapon damage. So let's do that for 3. And then let's do another, let's max out the health. So now our max health is maxed out. And then, yeah, you'll be able to customize your character because, again, you can see that there's quite a lot here. You could put universal on anything, which is nice. And then, obviously, you have utility, offense, and defense. And it looks like you'll get, what is that, 6? So you'll be able to choose from 6 out of, like, whatever, 30, 25, 30. So, yeah, you'll be able to do different builds. And then I'm curious to see what, like, these ones are because I like healer stuff. If I can become some sort of healer, I'm definitely down with those kinds of things. But yeah, cool game. Again, if you're, I don't know, if you're on the fence about trying this game, or if you think it's, you know, immoral what they did, just basically dropping Deadzone Rogue One and moving on to this, you know, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about it because on one hand, they did release a complete game. So you buy your game, you know what you're getting. You're getting a full game to play through. As far as I know, I don't think there was any, you know, promised content they didn't put out. Like they're like, oh, we're gonna do this, and then they said, ah, never mind, we're gonna put that in 2 instead. As far as I know, they didn't do that, but if they did, that really sucks. But if they didn't and they put everything out, well, then I mean, it is what it is. Some devs will move on to new games, some devs will update and put DLCs out for their previous games, so I don't know. But either way, I think this is a great game, definitely worth fun, definitely worth checking out and playing. It's a playtest right now, so you know, I assume this will probably be coming out in early access, I don't know, somewhat soon. It feels pretty ready. But yeah, that's gonna be it. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy these videos, please like, subscribe, and I hope you have a great rest of your day.